I
noticed that
text
too.
a few of the people that I knew were in here, because I had their numbers. So I just text them to let them know that we could get back in.
Yeah, because I was cut out too. I was kicked out, and then I came back in. The Platinum.
Let me see if I can get back.
Because I know Devon is getting ready to come back in.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for coming back. I'm so sorry. We're on YouTube live now. If you guys have like okay, so I want to make sure that we had everyone to share that was a part of this. And so Dr. V is here now. So we're gonna have Dr. V to come on since you're here. We're gonna have you to share.
Hello, hello, everyone. Thank you so much. So the topic that I wrote about, it was kind of like a personal thing for me. Um, I did a talk about my personal journey. So, like I said, Black History is more than something we study just once a year. So I like to come on and tell you a little bit about my chapter. I wrote about uh, why I wrote it was because we celebrate everyday impact and how resilience and growth and lived experiences are part of Black history. It's that not just public achievements, but I focused on the honoring the idea that our personal journeys and some of the obstacles that we have to overcome and the people that we uplift along our journeys are historical contributions. So Black history isn't only about the past. It's happening right now. It's how we live every day, living a Black life. It's hard out here for, a Black man. And we as women have to continue to support them as well as our sons and teach them how to live and lead and, all be a part of our communities and continue to contribute and give back. So my chapter, I wanted readers to see themselves as part of the legacy, whether it's through perseverance, hard work, whether you're mentoring or just using your creative juices, or simply sometimes just showing up, you know, um, so people can continue to hear our voice, continue to make a difference in our spaces, in the spaces and the places in which we live. So my piece was about recognition, empowerment, and reminding us that our stories do matter, and we belong in the narrative of Black excellence and progress. So that kind of wraps up my chapter.
Well, congratulations, Dr. V. We're so honored to have you in this book with us. Y'all give it up for Dr. V. Listen, she and I were have been in contact for so many years, and I was in one of her anthologies, Finding Joy, and it was such a blessing to know her and meet her. And then when she came, said she wanted to be in this book, I'm like, yes, we get to do a book together. So this is such an enjoyment of such a woman of God that is making history in so many ways, and we're so honored of God to have you here to celebrate you as well. Is there anyone that we may have missed that didn't get to share that is back in? I'll send a chat to the message to the Zoom to see. Okay, I need to talk to my daughter. Okay, thank you for coming. Okay, to make sure everyone else is here. Okay. I sent a message in the chat. Let's see. I think we have some more people coming. Okay, Quenisha's here now. So thank you, Dr. V, for you sharing as well. So now we have Quenisha Brown, who is a sister of mine from Oral Roberts University. We've always wanted to do a book together, and I'm so glad we were able to do this one. So, Pastor Quenisha, we'll have you share about your book now, in your chapter. I'm sorry. Welcome, sis. It's so good to have you. Hi,
Oh,
sis.
hello, can you all hear me?
Now we can, yes.
Hey, I am so sorry. I have been so busy and I'm trying to update and do all this extra stuff. Hello, Trailblazers. How are you doing?
We're good.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I actually got in on the Clubhouse just for a brief moment. I was sitting there listening and my signal was really, really bad. So I do apologize for that. But I just want to talk real briefly about my chapter. So I had a spiritual encounter about my chapter. So I wasn't sure exactly how it was going to be written. I went into prayer and I was like, I even talked to Dr. Monique and I was like, okay, this is very new for me. I know the Lord has really put some amazing things inside of me concerning our history. And so I do want to share this just a little bit background as to how the process began. So this past Monday, or last Monday, as I was sitting there contemplating, I was thinking about, Lord, how am I write this out? So me and my husband, we're senior pastors of our ministry. We are located in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So for a lot of people who know and may have heard about Black Wall Street here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, we have the Juneteenth here. And God has really been doing some amazing things here. And so I stayed really, really busy with ministry, and it's real heavy here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, with a lot of things that we got going on here in Oklahoma. And so my great grandmother and some of my ancestors, which was a part of the race riot, one of our great family members just actually passed away several months ago. And so just recently, like I said, on past Monday, I was in prayer and I went to sleep and I was just sitting here thinking like, Lord, what am I going to write about concerning my chapter as being a pastor, being a leader in a community where there's so much diversity that is going on here in Oklahoma, about our race, our community, our culture being attacked. And so I want to tell this little story. So this is what actually happened. So I went to bed on Monday night, just praying and asking the Lord, how would I write this? I woke up Tuesday morning, and this is what I heard. I heard the Holy Spirit say, "Good morning." I said, "Good morning, Holy Spirit. Hello, Lord." And so me and the Lord, we had a little moment. I was excited. And I heard the Holy Spirit say, I know you had questions about your history and different things that have taken place, and you've been curious about this, you've been curious about that, and you wasn't for sure how you were going to write out your chapter. And I was like, Lord, there are some things that have went on here in Oklahoma, that I have even experienced challenges of myself due to our race and different things that have taken place here in our community. And so I'm just going to be very open and transparent. I've always, with some of the things that I've encountered about racism here, I'm from here, things that I even encounter my own self, which has caused me at times to withdraw myself from really being on the front line, which the Lord has put us in a position to be on the front line in ministry. And so my grandfather, the history that he has literally, he served in ministry over 50 years. About 6 years ago, he passed away. And so the challenge was is that he shared a lot of the things that took place during the race riot, concerning his grandmother, his parents, and I had a lot of questions about who I am, that all this that God has instilled in me, and I'm carrying this weight. So the Holy Spirit said, I want to share something with you. And I said, okay, Lord. He said, but you have a voice. He said, why are you so intimidated about where you come from, the things you encounter, your race has encountered, and you still encounter as a people, not just even just in general as a race, but as a person. And so I was like, okay, Lord. And I heard the Holy Spirit say, you will write the chapter. I was very intimidated about writing the chapter. You will write the chapter, and you will face the spirit of intimidation from where you all, your race, your culture, and as a people as a whole, that you all are still experiencing and encountering. And so I said, okay, Lord. And the words that he told me, he said, run with the voice that I've given you. Start writing about it. I said, whoa. So my chapter engages on men and women of God who over the years, just even who have encountered and partook in the Wall Street, the race riot and different things of their voices, the voices that were sounded and some of the voices that were unheard that are still ringing loud in the community. And so as being a pastor and being a minister, I'm kind of sharing different things from my generation and past generations on the things they had to encounter and go through, even being a leader within the state of Oklahoma. And so that is a little bit about my chapter. I'm so excited that my sister in Christ, Dr. Monique, I love her so much. I'm telling you, she has pulled and pulled and pulled on me to write and write, and God has given me so much. I'm telling you, men and women of God, trailblazers, authors, and so I'm so excited to be a part of this project. It has literally pulled things out of me that I am so surprised to myself that I know that has been lying dormant. So I'm excited to see how the Lord is going to continue to move from this. And I'm so excited because I have literally taken time to learn and get to know some new people in my life. So, yes, thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, let's give it up for my sis, Pastor Quenisha Brown. Woo! We're so proud of you. You are definitely doing a great work. Her and her husband in Tulsa are like plowing the fields and doing some powerful ministry there. And so thank you for sharing and your chapter, and thank you for being in this book, sis. Like she said, I've been on her like for so many years, like, sis, I need you to get do this book with me. Sis, we're gonna do this book. So this is her first time being in an anthology, and I'm so honored that we had so many first timers like in this historic book. So congratulations, sis. I'm so proud of you. And listen, this has been a great experience having you in this book with us. Next, we're going to have, I think David just came in. So we're going to have David to come and share about his chapter. Welcome to the stage, David.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I'm grateful. Thank you, Dr. Monique, for inboxing me at like the 12th hour. But stay ready, so you got to get ready. That is one of my mottos. So I'm grateful to be a part of this anthology. And my chapter is actually going to be, I believe, and I'm paraphrasing, but I believe it's called For the Love of Speed, right? And what inspired me to come up with that chapter in particular was I felt like originally when I first got bit by the writing bug, I spent a lot of time like waiting for the right chance to say what I had to say, waiting for the right opportunity, waiting for certain things. And I think somewhere along the way, as they say, eventually you get sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I think for me, it was a realization that nobody is telling you how fast or how slow to go, right? It's pretty much on you at the end of the day. And once I came to that realization, as one of my friends says, keep your foot on the gas, right? That's what one of my friends says all the time. And so when I first got bit by the author bug, that was pretty much what happened. Once I fell in love with being expressive, once I fell in love with the idea of once you come up with something, it's yours. I just decided to not wait on anybody. Wait on God, yes, of course. But in terms of waiting on other people that may or may not come back, I think that I eventually got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And so I realized how much I love speed and freedom and that kind of stuff. And so that's kind of what I want to share with the world and those that resonate with the message is number one, time doesn't wait for anybody. So why should you? And number two, that before you know it, you may or may not be saying shoulda, coulda, woulda. And I didn't want to live life that way. That's not how I live life now. And so I want to encourage people to not always feel like they got to wait on permission to get started, because I feel like a lot of us are waiting for the right times, the right person, the right opportunities, so on and so forth. And you can't always afford to wait. When opportunities come, I feel like you should grab them while you have the chance. So that is what I'll be discussing in my chapter. I believe it's chapter 5, which is called For the Love of Speed. And so that's the message that I'll be bringing home, is not to always wait on permission. Start with what you have, and then you can grow it from there.
I'm trying to figure out how
Give it up
to
for David
get my
Williams.
face off of here.
You're definitely making history with what
Off
you're
of
doing.
where?
Like this brother is doing
You
some
think I
great
know
stuff.
something about it from
He
you?
said, somebody's mic is open. Okay, there we go. So David, you're doing some great stuff, and it looks like he has a jet business that he has. And so, you want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is the latest piece of my puzzle. And so, yes, I am a private jet broker. And so what I do basically is similar to what they do in real estate, right? Like when you're interested in getting an apartment or house or a condo, you would find a broker or somebody that can help you set that up. So that is pretty much what I do in terms of jet brokering. So we would have like a conversation. You would let me know who you're traveling with. If you're traveling with anybody, what's the time frame in which you're traveling to? So maybe you're going for a week or 2 weeks, whatever the time frame may be. And then I would pretty much put you in contact with, because I do have an advisor and somebody that I'm collaborating with. So once I get your information, then I would put you in like a 3-way conversation with the advisor, with the private aviation advisor. So that is pretty much how I got into the jet broker stuff. I found it on the most unlikely place, which is YouTube, because I felt like it went with my brand's aesthetic, which is helping to people to rise. And one of my quotes is, "The sky's not a limit; it's just a view," and that is very much how I feel. And so I want to encourage other people to rise to their highest levels. And once I started embodying that in my writing, I decided to go be curious, which I am. And so I found that on YouTube. And so now I'm kind of incorporating that into my brand overall. I have other parts of the brand. Books is not the only thing, but I feel like that's the foundation for everything else. And so if the foundation is solid, then everything else can kind of be divinely guided. So right now, private jet brokerage is the latest piece in what I'm doing. So if I'm not doing books, that's pretty much what I'm doing, for at least for the time being. So thank you for allowing me to explain.
Thank you so much for being in this book. You're definitely making history. So it's great to see someone doing something with a jet business. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you. So thank you for being in this book, and we celebrate you. So everyone give it up for David Williams. We're so proud of you. And next we're gonna have our co-visionary come on, Dahlia, to the stage to share about her journey with this and anything else she wants to say. Oh, if you're speaking, we can't hear you. Welcome to the stage.
Yeah, she's muted.
I think you might be muted.
Yeah, she is.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yes, we can hear you.
Oh my God. With all the technology that we have, and I'm still learning, this is so weird. Oh, it's so weird. I'm so sorry. I spend so much time on people's material. I just don't get the time to learn Zoom and Clubhouse and everything else. Like, Dr. Monique is a master on these things. Forgive me, I am not savvy when it comes to technology. But put a material in front of me, I'll be done in like 1 hour. Okay? Because that's the job. This year has been so weird. It started off weird and then it just became so good. I've never seen anything like this before. Like, it just how things start off and just how it just moves. This group, the best group, tell the truth, Dr. Monique, this the best group we have worked
we've
with
done a
so
lot
far.
of anthologies, and this one is
Yeah.
definitely the best.
The best group, knock on wood. I'm telling you guys are amazing. My chapter, first of all, I sent my chapters to Dr. Monique, and she sent it. She said, "Sis, where's your chapter?" I said, "What is this, Lord? Didn't I send my chapters already?" I felt like this gave me the opportunity, David, James, Sandra. I felt like this gave me the opportunity to go look again.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I went back and I looked into the chapter, and God said, "You didn't start off. You didn't finish." Like he said, "You didn't finish. There was something that was missing." And I said, "Okay, God." And I went in and he said, "How did you get started when you was thrust into your purpose?" And I remember God was just talking to me about this one particular prayer in the Bible, and I remember it because it's just such a simple prayer. And I went in and I dissected that prayer and I added into the material itself. I wanted people to be clear of those 6 verses, what it really is saying to you, right? And one of the things I learned is that when people talk about, prayer, they literally forget what they're supposed to be praying. So I gave us a synopsis of what a prayer would look like and what an actual prayer that you pray should look like, into you moving into history or anything that has anything to do with, with you moving into purpose. And I think purpose is so attached to history, that it just has to be, prayer just has to be a movement of it. Because without prayer, it's just that history can be messed up very, very quickly. You have to have something that's going to hold you accountable towards it. So I did drop, areas where you can look into how you're making your history going forward, right? Like what does that history look like? Lay it out so people can see. And also drop another piece in there where I lay out my history, right? I laid out my own history. This is my history piece. I wanted you to see what your history looked like on paper, in a sense. You know what I mean? So lay out your own history on paper so you can see that. Like now in front of me, I'm looking at my vision. What is it? What do I call this? It's something like my vision board, but it has my vision or my what do I call it? My mission, my vision and a mission. I laid it out in front of me on something and I hang it on my wall. Because I want to, I want to be reminded of that David, John, Sandra. I wanted to be reminded of that Miss Brown. I wanted to be reminded of Miss Harris. I wanted to be reminded of that Miss Goodman. I wanted to be reminded of what my history is going to look like. And so I always lay out those things, how I get there, what I have done. So in my chapters, I lay that out. I laid it out with my biography and just, how I get started into moving into my own history. Right. And so the prior was that 5 areas where you can look up as to how you can create your own history, writing down your own history and adding a prior that will lead you into history. And that's what my chapters were about. And I felt like we needed instructions on that, because a lot of time we get, we go after something, but we have no instructions of how to do it or how to even get started. And so I wanted to show somebody how to be thrust into history by giving them a focal point of where to look first, how to line that up, and how to move forward into it. So that was my purpose of doing everything I do. I literally get somewhere of just making either a surfeit ticket or something, and I put it on my wall because I want to make sure I remember what I've done. right? So even my history piece where I wrote in there what my history is, I'm going to take that piece and I'm going to put it on my wall because I want to be this to, to remember what was my focal point of doing this particular book. So that was the purpose of, the purpose of this movement for me. But also the reason why I stepped into this was to make sure people coming with us or reading this book will know how to do it later on, and not just giving my story, but know how to proceed into that history. Does that help? Yeah. That's it for me. That's it. Now, how do I mute? Lord Jesus.
Thank you, Dahlia. Give it up for Dahlia.
I think she's so cute. I think she's so cute. Where are you from?
She wants to know where you're from.
Awesome.
I'm originally Jamaican.
Yeah.
But I live in Omaha, Nebraska, and I could just concur with, was it Miss Brown that she was saying, living in the widest part of an area where, it's just all, most of the time, sometimes it's racism, you don't know what to do with it. But I live in an area where God placed me in Nebraska, sent me here from Jamaica at 17 years old. And then I moved into New York City, and God gave me a dream with 5 numbers to move into Nebraska, showing me also a tower. When I got here, the same 5 numbers that God gave me is the same apartment home that I moved into. And he told me to stay here until when he tells me to move. And let me tell you something, I can't tell you how many trouble I got myself into. Oh boy. You always, there's always one. There's always one of us who likes to give trouble. That was me. And God whooped me. Oh my gosh. I got whooped so many times, David. I got John, I got whooped it so many times, Devon. By God, I felt like I was the only one at one point was being punished severely for my disobedience, And so I really started, trying to move into my obedience, and just hearing Miss Brown talk about her movement and being in the widest part of certain area. When you're there, when you're at certain places, you have to ask the Lord why you're there, because let me tell you something, there's always something. So, just moving here was a lot. And then connecting with Dr. Monique, I feel like was such a big part of this destiny movement as well. And now meeting all of you guys, this is just a tremendous, oh, wow. Love it. But yes, I'm.
Dr. Monique, what are you doing?
That's the creative juices in my head started going.
I know.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So thanks for answering my question, Dahlia. And I would like to work with you as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's been amazing. So I believe we have our forward author that has entered the room, y'all. So we want to have her share. But I want to thank my co-visionary Dahlia for all of your help and support, and for the sleepless nights. Like we can rest after today.
Oh, I'm telling you.
You can get some sleep. You've been such a great help. So thanks for your support, and with your team as well, the edits and making sure every picture came out right, and for your level of excellence. We're so grateful for you. So I know it's late in the hour there in the East Coast. Here in California, it's like 5:14, so I don't want to keep you up too late, but I do want to give her a chance to speak. So Laquita, our forward author, we're going to have you share right now.
Oh, yes. Hi, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. It is so amazing to be a part of this project. I have been so excited. I have been telling everybody. And let me tell you, have you ever told someone, I'm going to ask you, have any of you ever told someone something about what you were about to do? And I know they say don't tell people about what you're going to do, but I felt safe at church. So I told these people a few Sundays ago that I was going to be a part of this. And I came to church and talked with them yesterday, and everybody was asking about it, and they are excited about it. that's what I love. I love that support. I love people being there in the cut with you, praying with you, making sure that you are edified to the highest level possible so you can do all of the great things that God has prepared for you. So it's amazing to be a part of this project. I am so excited. So yes, thank you so much for inviting me to be a part of this project, and I can't wait to bask in this with you guys.
What you said you wanted to eat?
The spaghetti that I had last night, the same thing.
Well, thank you so much, Laquita. We're so honored to have you in this book, y'all. And she's going to be having a major event on Clubhouse with a Black History event that I'm also in with her. And she's doing this big, huge thing. So you make sure that you connect with this woman of God. She studied history and Black history in college. Like this is her field of study, what she does. And so we're honored to have you as our forward author. And thank you for being in this book for such a time as this. Woo! This is the first time where we've had someone to forward our book as well as write in the book. So I think we made history with this one. So thank you again for your diligence and sticking with this and for this project. We really, really appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. I want to personally thank you for being in this book. First of many, well, this is our first I Am Black History anthology, and I know it's late in the hour on the East Coast, so I don't want to keep you all very long, but thank you again for coming today, and shout out to all of the leaders and helpers of this project. Dr. Sandra stepped up and was like, what do you need, Dr. Monique? I got you. And then it was Dr. Irish, she was helping, and then Dr. Hiawatha was helping, and then thank God for David, and thank you, my sis Quenisha, and thank you, Devon, and thank you, Dr. Patricia, and Deaconess Clavette, Queen Clee, and also Dahlia, and all that was here, and everyone who participated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Such a beautiful project, y'all. Like this I must say was one of my favorites because I'm like, there was no drama, there was no authors wanting to fight each other. It was just unity, and for Black people to come together and no one like is mad at each other or jealous. It was just such a welcoming community that I'm so grateful for. So you all should be very proud of yourselves to have come this far and work together, men and women together from all backgrounds. We're so grateful. So thank you for helping us to make history. And so I just gotta get a picture of this. This looks so nice with us on the screen with our backgrounds. And so I'm gonna take a minute to do a photo if y'all allow me. And if you guys want photos, you can do that too. We did stream on YouTube. So if you want to go back and check out our YouTube channel to watch that, I have it on my Facebook page, and I'll also put it in our group chat for you as well. So
Can I say something? Can you turn your phone sideways, everybody that's on the second row and the third row? That way we'll be even. Everybody, there you go. Thank you. Yes, one more, two, one more.
I love it.
One more. If you turn it, David, is that David? Devon? If you turn your device, there you go. That's much better. Thank you so much. And then Dr. Monique, did you want to share with them the outcome?
This is so beautiful, everyone. I just wanted to personally thank Dr. Sandra Jackson for creating. We were looking for someone to do like our backdrop because we always wanted to have a nice backdrop for our anthologies, and she created this for us. So I want to personally thank you for your creativity to this project, and for all of our AI team that knew how to go in and work that thing and get it together and with excellence. And so it came out so beautiful. So I just want to personally thank you for your diligence to all of this. Like it looks so beautiful. So I'm going to take a quick picture. Oh, she sent me the one she had as well. So we'll use hers also. Let's see. I'm going to do one really briefly. Oh, this is so beautiful. Look at you guys. This is beautiful. Okay, thank you all so much. And let me see. There's a camera on my computer that may be able to use too. I don't know if it'll let me do it on here, but I just wanted to say you guys look phenomenal and this is beautiful and I'm so proud of you. I wanted to show Fedora's video also. She posted it in the group, but I'm gonna do like a whole a new video for us, and we'll put everyone's videos together so that we're all saying "I am Black History" together, kind of like on the screen, like kind of like the Brady Bunch. Okay, I will create something like that. So be on the lookout for it. But thank you, everyone. I know it's late in the hour, so I do want you to rest because we all have completed this. So congratulations. And we made #1 on Amazon. So tell all of your friends and family to get that book. Go get it on Amazon today. It's available for 99 cents. You can get it for our pre-order, and we will have the paperback, hardcover, and the Audible available on this week. So we're excited. The book is going. We had to make a few edits to some things, so we had to re-put it back into production with a few more chapters going in. So thank you for your patience. We want to make sure it beat Valentine's Day, in which we did. So thank God for that, because I didn't want any Valentine's Day interfering with what you guys were doing with this. So now you can go share your love times. But thank you all so much. Y'all, anyone have any final words they want to say? Anything else you want to say before we close out?
Thank you for I'm gonna say thank you for this again. This was great. I'm glad that we connected. I'm glad that I was able to be a part of it. And I'm gonna say I'm gonna need you to just continue to be giddy. Okay, need you to continue to be giddy. I think you have like such a high vibrational energy and frequency. I think it's contagious. So I'm gonna say continue to be giddy. Like continue to be excited about life. And I love being around people that are just excited about life. I get that we have things that we're dealing with, but at the end of the day, I feel like life is still beautiful anyway. And there's always a silver lining in there somewhere. You just got to look for it. So I'm going to land there, but I'm glad to be a part of this. And I hope that you guys do more anthologies. Like I would love to be a part of the next one. So I'll land it there, but thanks for having me.
You are so welcome. Yes, thank you. Oh my gosh, I really appreciate you. And thank y'all for embracing my joy. Thank y'all so much.
And Dr. Monique, when did you say the paper copies would be ready?
Oh, we're looking for those paper copies to be ready. I think Amazon reviews them in 72 hours, so we just put it in production. So we have to wait on that time frame, and then Ingram Spark may take probably 5 days, if I'm not mistaken, because their review process is a little longer. But we will have it available on Amazon, and then once the ones were available on Ingram Spark are up, I'll be like, I'm gonna message you immediately or send a video and say, "Yay, it's up, it's ready," so we can all go get a copy together.
No, that's fine because I know my dad, he doesn't do Kindle, and I can't look at the screen for so long, because of
Yes.
the bright lights and stuff. It might make me have a seizure.
Okay, understood. It will be
Yeah.
available within the next 72 hours. You can expect to see that.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right then. Thank you.
You're so welcome and congratulations. Anyone else have anything that they'd like to share?
Yes, I do want to just say, guys, this has been a very, very easy process. From my end, I would say, but I just thank you all so much for being a part of it. And I love the idea of not just focusing only on those superheroes of Black history that everybody always talks about. And it reminds me of, and this, I'm going to try to be short. I'm from the South, so we love to talk. But the thing is that Dr. King's baby daughter, Reverend Bernice King, her initials are BAK, like for Bernice, King, Albertine King, but then it's like one of the things that she had several years ago was this thing where she said be a king. So you don't have to look for the next Dr. King to arise before you join a revolution. You have it within you to create your own revolution for whatever passion or something that stands right there in your face. And you say, hey, we need to go ahead and tackle this thing, and we need justice in this particular sector. So find it within yourself. You are the king that you need. And it can be Dr. Patrica, Dr. Sandra, Dr. Monique. I'm seeing all of the hearts, and I'm calling you as you come up with the hearts. but you can find it within yourself, guys. Has been a great experience for me, and I'm just like David before me. I want to be in the next one.
That was
Thank you so
phenomenal.
much.
Yeah. I just want to say thank you. It's been a smooth transition. I've worked with many anthologies. I've even had my own several anthologies. I've worked in many book projects, and this one was hands down perfection, I would say. And so I'm very grateful for everyone that had their part in this project. All of the sharing, all of the tagging, all of the participation. You didn't have to do what you did, but you did it. And so I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're so welcome. It's such an honor to have you in this book, and I was so grateful that we finally got to work together. And it's like we made history. God sent the best legends. Like she does her own anthologies, and she's in this one. I'm like, wow, this is historic. And so,
But
thank
you
you.
know, like I told you, time and God has to connect. And once time and God connects, there's no mountain that can keep you separated from his plan. And so this was the time. All the other times weren't the time. But I felt like this was the time. And it's such a remarkable project. I mean, it just hit home for me. Both of my parents have deceased, my grandparents and all of that. And so when I begin to think about the legacy, you know, of our heritage, it's deep and it goes wide, and it's breathtaking even to think about what our forefathers went through, you know. Even the children back then, I was watching some videos about our heritage, and I didn't realize that the children volunteered to get locked up too because they believed in the cause. And if we can get that unity back today, we would do great feats, right? The unity back then was enormous. Dr. Martin Luther King told the children no, and they insisted, and they jumped out of school windows to participate, to go to jail. All right. I don't know anybody that want to go to jail, but they knew the cause was for real, and that cause was for us today. And so when I began to look into, oh my God, it just meant so much to me. And then when you put the words I am, that's personable. That's like powerful. I am Black history. And then I begin to think, you know, a lot of people don't want to even own their heritage and say that they are Black in this, especially with the president that we have now. But I wanted to say those words. I found myself wanting to say, I am Black history. I want my children to be able to say, I am Black. I want them to know why. You know, I want them to know that they have a voice and that their voice is meaningful and that we're worth something, and that just because our forefathers got stoned and whatever the case may be, they did that for us. And they were so they didn't have a selfish bone in their bodies. And that's what I wish we can get to, you know. I wish we can remove the competition. I wish we can remove the jealousy. Like you were saying about there was no jealousy, there was no competition. Everybody was fighting for the cause. You know, everybody was unified. Everybody was like, yes, I'm on board. And that's what we need for everybody's project. Like, you know, and so I'm just grateful, and I want to be quiet, but I have more to say. But this was just beautiful. So thank you so much.
You're so welcome. And thank you. You've been such a blessing to this project. I'm so grateful for you. My God, this has been amazing. And I just want to personally thank you. So thank you for your support and helping us to make the vision come to pass with this. So thank you. And does anyone else have anything that they want to share before we close out?
Yeah, I just want to say, go ahead.
I'm sorry, David. I'm sorry. Is it David or John? I'm sorry. I'm not even seeing who's. But let me just say this. I don't know how to explain this part, but I'm just going to explain it how you know, how it's happening to me. God put me on a job with my publication, which is just so weird. This woman that I've met years ago, God put me on a job with her and told me to go take care of her. Now, I want you to know my job before I opened up the publication, before God gave it to me, I was a CNA, right? And I'm still a CNA. And he put me on this job with this woman last January. She's about 500 pounds. When I got her, she was 600 pounds. She's about 500 pounds right now. And his aim is to try to make her walk again. and we've been going through a lot of intermittent fasting just so, she doesn't eat too much or when she's supposed to eat and stuff like that. And I just want you to know, on your purpose, on this Black History purpose, and on your purpose, working with strange things that just doesn't make any sense. I am learning so much just being on this journey. I'm sorry. Just being on this journey. So just look out for it. Just look out for unexpected things and unexpected blessings. That doesn't necessarily have to do with money, but with people. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you for sharing that. That's powerful. Thank you so much. Yes. What we do makes an impact, whether we're like sowing in the lives of people by physically being there for them, like, or sowing your time, sowing as a job. Like, people need us, and your gifts are valuable in the earth. And so, God has blessed each of us with the gift of writing. And so, those words have so much definition to like making a difference and an impact for history. And definitely what she's doing with as a with working and taking care of that woman, what an impact that is, making sure her health is okay, making sure she's okay, and taking care of her. So that in itself is a dedication that needs to be awarded. So thank you for your dedication to that.
That's
And
right.
yes, and for all of us here, your dedication to this project has been amazing. You are definitely trailblazers. When God said, "Call this group trailblazers," I was like, because I had another group that I'm working with, that we call that are leaders, and so I was like, okay, we're gonna give them like a really really iconic name that stands out, and I believe this one does stand out for you. That you are definitely legends, trailblazers, and men and women of God that are going to continue to make history this year. And so we're started off together now. We're going to keep doing this more. And so we have more to come from this. So be on the lookout for magazine offers, books, and more with this. And even Dr. Sandra has said that you can be a guest on her show. Laquita is doing some great things as well. You need to connect with her. Devon as well. David, Dahlia, Queen Clee, Dr. Patrika, my sis Pastor Quenisha. Listen, there's so much going on, and we guys are going to do great things together. So congratulations, authors. I celebrate you, and you are Black history. So this concludes our celebration night. I do have a video on YouTube, but I can just post it to the group to save time on this, unless you guys wanted to see it again, but we can definitely just post it up to the group. But congratulations. I'm so proud of y'all. You have made history even by being here today and everything. So I wanted to personally congratulate each of you. Let me see if I can get that video to show. Let's see if it does. I can go here. Let's have you guys.
I think David was saying something.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can unmute David.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I had a thought when I was listening to Dahlia, when I was listening to Dahlia. And I think that it's also important to keep our imaginations alive, I think, especially in this time that we're in when everything is so, what's the word? Unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. You never know where he's going to take you. And even though I've questioned the faith at times, as we all have, one of the things that has kept me in the spiritual fight or the mental fight or whatever it is saying that it's okay to have an imagination. A lot of us are told that we shouldn't have one, or why are we doing what we're doing, or whatever it is, like from people who don't believe. So I think that with whatever books we decide to come up with, whatever anthologies we decide to come up with, whatever businesses we want to start, I think that it's really important to keep your imagination in it. Don't allow the shortcomings to make you cynical, and keep your spirit alive and your imagination and whatever God calls you to do, being unapologetic about it. So I will land there. I love this space. I'm glad to be here, but I wanted to say, keep your imagination going, especially when people try to tell you, no, you shouldn't think like that. You should just grow up. And I'm sure we hear that at some point, but be childlike, not childish, but childlike. Because children don't have any fear. Or from what I've seen, most kids don't have any fear if you talk to them the right way. So I just want to encourage us to continue to have imaginations, continue to be playful, continue to not get boggled down by business. And I understand that we all got what we got to do, but it's okay to be playful about it. It's okay to kind of let your imagination run wild at least a little bit. So I just wanted to kind of put that on the group because I love the group, but I know it's late. Some spaces, I think it's what time is it? It's going on 8 or 9 o'clock or something like that. I'm in New York, so I'm on the East Coast, so I know it's getting late. But I just wanted to encourage the group, like, continue to have imaginations.
Definitely, David. Keep the faith. Many people, they don't have gratitude and are unthankful. And they don't appreciate things. And until you are incapable of having things, then you take many things for granted. And you just expect things and that you're deserving of it. And so, yes, definitely keep your imagination, but don't forget that without God, you're unable to do it because we need God. He's the vine,
Right.
and you're the branch, and you can't live without him.
I would like to say, David, that was very encouraging to hear. Because we can get so caught up in the day-to-day life and responsibility. And, I think I really needed to hear that, to stay playful. You know what I mean? And when you become an adult, it's sometimes you forget to balance life and responsibility out with having a good time. It seems like it's kind of like a disconnect as you get a little older. So I received that, brother. Thank you for that.
Yeah, because I can't remember who said that they liked your laugh earlier. Dr. Monique on Clubhouse.
Yeah,
Who's that?
Dr. Sandra.
Dr. Sandra.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And I know one time somebody said that they'd love to make my laugh into like a recording because it's contagious. And once I start laughing, it's hard to make me stop. Because I can just make people start laughing. And my son, he can't stand it. He'd be like, "Okay, Mom, that's enough." He said, "It ain't that funny."
Keep laughing. Yeah, keep laughing. Don't let anybody, I'm going to share this with you. I was with, I don't want to mention any names, but anyway, I was suppressed in my everything. And if you go on YouTube, you'll be able to find me and you'll hear me singing and preaching. And for whatever reason, I allow others to make me shy and stop doing it. Even as far as and I'm the mother of 9 children, and one of my children said, I get scared when you get up. And I'm like, that took a hold of me even worse than, and so needless to say, I stopped singing, I stopped using my voice. And so when you read my story, you're going to be able to tell, like, I'm grateful that I have my voice back. I went through cancer, and when you go through something so devastating, you begin to pick out the things that are most necessary, and you leave other things alone. Like, it's not important anymore to you. And so whereas being a mother of 9 children, everything was important to me. Like, all of my children's life was important. But when you go through something, you begin to decipher and pick your battles, right? And so it's not until right now, like this year, when I decided want to take my ownership back. I'm going to take my voice back. I mean, the audience is going crazy when you'll see when you look on Amazon, on YouTube, people jumping up and down. The emotions are real and raw. And how dare the enemy try to steal my voice? Because if he can steal your voice, he has everything, you know? And so we self-sabotage because everybody else's thoughts matter to us. But I don't know who was speaking about your son saying that it's just too much. I want to tell you, it's just enough. It's just enough. You are who God created you to be. And if they have a problem, that's their problem. It's not your problem. And I'm speaking to myself when I say that, you know? So I encourage you to keep laughing, keep speaking, keep doing what God has created you to be, because that's you. We can't be anybody else. We can only be ourselves.
Right.
And I'll close with that.
Thank you. That means so much to me. My God, you have such a powerful testimony. Like, listen, it's not you're gonna have a book that you put out called "I Got My Voice Back." Like, we need to put that out immediately because you got some great things to do, mighty woman of God. My goodness, powerful testimony.
Yes.
Powerful. Well, I wanted to also share with you all a song that I wrote called "I Am Black History" before we close out of here. So let me know if you can hear it. You can hear it. Can you give me a thumbs up? Oh, can y'all hear it? You can't hear it?
No, I can't hear it as of yet.
Hands on my shoulders, baby. You come from a mighty line. I am Black history.
You guys hear it now?
Yes, we did hear it, and then it went off.
Black victory.
Yes,
Hear
we
it
can
now?
hear it. Yes.
Okay.
I am the story they tried to hide, but I still rise. I still rise. Grandma's hands on my shoulders, baby. You come from a mighty line. Yeah. Marching shoes in the hallway, posters faded, still reading all the time. Kitchen table filled with papers, names and faces I carry in my spine. Every scar that my people survive beats like a drum in my mind. Say my name, say their names. We are chapters in the same flame. Through the chains, through the shame, we remember who we are. I am Black history. I am the dream they could not kill in me. Oh yeah. I'm the answered prayer of the ones who had to fall to set me free. I am Black history. From the cotton fields to the PhD. When I look in the mirror, I see Harriet, Malcolm, Angelo, and me. I am Black history. Raised tight Sunday morning, yeah. Tambourine shaking in the air, yeah. Decant praying in a low tone. Lord, keep your children in your care. Yeah. Little kids in the front row, learning freedom in every step. Every yes, Lord, and every amen. Writes our names everywhere. Lift my hands, lift my head. I'm the future that my people said. When they cried, when they bled, still they sang us through the dawn. I am Black history. Killing me. I'm the answered prayer of the ones who had to fall to set me free. I am Black history. From the corner store, university. When I walk through the doorway, I bring Ida, Martin, Sojourner with me. I am the drum, I am the song. We are the reason they're still strong. I am the child they pray would come. We are the rising of the sun. I am the book they couldn't burn. Oh, we are the lesson that they learned. Oh, I am the voice that won't sit down. Oh, we are the thunder in the town. Say I am, I am, I am. Say we are, we are. I am, I am, I am. Say we are. to set me free. I am Black history. Every step I take is a legacy. When I open my mouth, Africa, I bring Africa. Struggle, victory. I am Black history. We are Black history. Black history.
Woo! That's the end of that song. But I'm so grateful for being able to have that played here. Let's see, turn it off now. Yeah, did y'all like that song?
I
That's a
did.
song that I wrote called
Yes,
I Am
that was
Black
great.
History.
That's beautiful,
That was
beautiful.
phenomenal.
Thank you
Yes.
so much. So we wanted to end with that, and I hope that the other video of you guys was showing on the screen to give it kind of that dramatic effect. And so, but thank you, everyone. This concludes our launch celebration. Oh, someone is here. Is that Claudine? Was she a guest of someone?
Hi, yes, my sister Fedora, Ellie, and Dovi sent me the link. Congratulations, you guys. That song was really, really good. Really, really
Thank you
nice.
so much. Thank you for coming. Wow. What an encouraging book launch celebration. Thank you all again.
Yeah.
Today we celebrate you, the authors, the entrepreneurs, the engineers, the beauticians, cosmetologists, nurses, doctors, pastors, ministers, writers. Listen, whatever it is you do, you are making history daily by being you. So we celebrate you today, and we want to personally thank you for joining our book launch celebration. And we want to end it all by saying, I am Black history. We are Black history. Woo! Thank you for joining. And this concludes our celebration ceremony. Thank
I
you for
am Black history.
I
Amen,
am Black
everybody.
history.
Wonderful night.
I am Black history.
I
I
am Black.
am Black history.
We are.